You know, I'm Challenger, I have no life, and I'm Asian, so I probably can get rank 1. On the last episode of Challenger to Ranked 1, we were at 435 LP. And then in the next game we play Soraka, aka the champion I can only get ELO with, because that's what I am, a one-trick Soraka. And so whenever I play this champion, I usually do good, and plus I'm not a liability for my team, and I can let a better jungler play in the jungle instead of playing in the jungle for myself. And you know, it's good that I do good in the support lane as much as other support laners, but I know if a support mate actually played Soraka, they would get to a bunch of ELO as well. This is the champion I climbed 700 LP with, so if I really did want 700 LP back, I'd probably queue as support as my main role instead of jungle. Unfortunately, that is not the person I want to be. I want to be a good jungler, not a good one-trick support, and that's not the only reason I dropped in LP. Of course, there's other reasons like sucking, but when I get to 7 LP, based off my support skills instead of my jungle skills, of course, I'm not going to be as good as other junglers in around 500 to 700 LP. And yes, I am a meta slave. That's the only reason I got to that LP, not because of my skill, because I'm a meta slave and I abuse OPs. So at this point, right now, at least for the series, I just want to improve my jungle skill, and I don't care about my LP as long as I get better. I think that's the best way to look at it. Because if I suck at performing in the jungle, but I win because I fed or whatever, I'm not going to be happy with that game. In every game, I want to have good performance. I don't want to get carried by my teammates anymore. And so if I do lack the performance in the jungle or something, then I'll punish myself for it and feel really bad mentally because I didn't perform as well. So I think it's a good mindset because it'll make me want to learn more about the jungle and improve my skill than rather be like, haha, I feed and then I win. Which is fun for gaining LP, but yeah, I just don't want to climb by playing support. I want to climb by playing jungle. But anyways, let's talk about these games. This game is going really good, but you can see like we're just fucking around for like a very long time. And then this happens. We do Baron because, you know, we can probably do it with me and this guy, and we have a pink one. We're like, yeah, let's do it. I didn't fucking care. I knew we could do it. I just didn't know the enemy had vision on it. So yeah, I didn't say no to the idea. It was definitely a bad idea. Because look what happened, the enemy knew. And that Baron gets stolen from the enemy team because of what we did. And now everyone blames Rengar because it was his call. And is saying like, oh my god, why the fuck would you do that? You're so fucking stupid. Fuck you, Rengar, etc. You know, all the... It didn't go like that. But basically they all blamed Rengar. I was definitely a part of it though. No one blamed me, and I didn't care about the idea. I thought it was fine, even though it was kind of risky. But I definitely should have stopped it and played the game like it was supposed to be played. Anyways, Rengar takes the blame. I just sit back and stay quiet, and we lose the game because I didn't tell Rengar to fuck off the Baron. And the game was winnable. I could have stopped it. I was just too lazy. In the next game was a remake, so I get a free remake, and I gain no LP. Alright, so the disclaimer for the next game. The next game is something that really triggered me, and I recorded the commentary right after I did the game, so I was very, very angry. Like, this anger I've never experienced for a very long time, and I usually keep all the anger inside of me. But I think this is a game which made me explode. But I think it might be a little entertaining to some people, so that's why I'm going to let the commentary slide for this video. But disclaimer, there is a lot of vulgar language for this game. But with all that being said, let's get right into the rage. Alright, so in this game, we played Soraka. This game was probably the most fucking... This was the game that fucking made me fucking want to kill myself. And I'll fucking show you why. So, you know, in the bot lane, you know, we're having a fun time, Soraka. We actually go even. We don't fucking feed. We don't fucking feed at all. In fact, Yasuo, you know, he goes actually pretty good in the top lane. He's actually shits on the fucking Sion. Syndra's getting a little dicked on, but that's okay. I mean, she's against a Vlad. You can't really do much against a Vlad. Fiddlesticks starts with a machete. Kind of stupid, but you know, I actually said to myself, if this Fiddlesticks was the reason we lost the game, holy fuck, I'd want to fucking punch a wall or some fucking shit like that. But you know, I you know, when I rage, I actually don't. I've never been this mad. You see. When your team's doing good, your team's doing very nice, and then somehow your enemy team Sion rages and rage quits, and then Yasuo was like, hey, let's go to the Baron. For whatever reason, because we can do Baron 5v4, but no, you can't fucking do 5v4 when your team is somewhat behind, and you have no tank, and there's a Baron shitting on you, and you have a Fiddlesticks who doesn't plan on ulting because he's in plain vision of the enemy team, so he's not going to be doing anything. He's just going to die like the rest of us. Either way, the enemy team gets the Baron. And then a little later, it's a 4v5. All we have to do is stall it, play it slowly. Honestly, if it goes to 50 minutes, and maybe hopefully the Sion doesn't come back, then that will be a really good thing, because that's the way of winning. Just stall it and don't get caught. Don't fucking fuck up. But no, I fucking die. I get caught. That's fine. I don't know. I guess it does matter, but in the end, I was a fucking support, and then all of a sudden our team dies, and the Fiddlesticks gets fucking caught, and holy fuck, it was a 5v4. How the fuck did we lose this game? Like, this game, holy fuck, it pissed me the fuck off. I really wanted to fucking stab myself, let's just say that, but holy fuck, this... I can't. I'm losing a 45. Oh, that fucking trick. That was the biggest trigger. It's throughout the stream. I was fucking silent. It's silent throughout the fucking stream. Fuck for like 8 hours. But then I played this game, and then I lost it, and it was a 5v5. I don't. By the way, I made this recording after I just did the game, so I'm pretty fucking heated. But I released this because I think some people might find the rage entertaining, and after a few minutes I have cooled down a bit. But this game also, it induced something in me that really changed the mindset of, instead of trying to get carried, it's time to do the carrying. So my mindset used to be, I trust my teammates, they're all good people, let's have a fun time. But now when I jungle, I will trust no one. I will be the fucking most greediest motherfucker in the whatever you want to call it, and I'll tax, and I'll be the new jungle carry. Oh yeah, those were rage reports. It's been a very long time since I've done that, but honestly, they don't deserve those reports. Those were just out of spite and rage. And the commentary you see now is not in rage. It's all cool down. But yeah, this game, I could say I got a little fed. And you can see I'm being more greedy. Like, look at the levels on my team and look at my level. I'm level 11. My solo laners are level 9 and 10. So you can see I'm taxing a little bit more. And it's working out kind of decent. And I'm also trying to make more aggressive plays. Like right here, I see this Jhin is caught out, but then I get caught out. Because I thought I could sneak past some people. But yeah, I was a little too caught out. It was a very aggressive move. Very risky play also, but yeah, I didn't have my ultimate, so I actually had no escape. And I probably would have died right after killing Jhin. So overall, it was a stupid decision. But I am appearing at areas where I should be, where my team is fighting, and I'm just getting a lot of kills, which is fine. My mid laner is in his off role, so he doesn't need them. And again, I sure as hell don't trust anyone else in this game except for myself. And I try and make some solo plays here, which actually does work, because Hecarim with Trinity Force and Skirmisher Saber does make for a really good duelist, so you can definitely 1v1 a lot of people. But yeah, in the next team fight, we were a little overambitious of a Bard who we caught out earlier, but then stuck around too long to the point where the enemy engaged on us. Later on, the enemy team suicides into us after getting an inhibitor, and they just stuck around for too long, and now we're just trying to kill a lot of people. We already got 3 people down and there's 5 of us up, so this is actually a really easy Baron to do. We just kind of have to be careful of Talon, and for some reason Jace takes the portal and chases the Bard, which, Talon is still up there, and if we looked earlier, he was actually on the minimap. And now doing this Baron is actually very risky, because Talon might have his ultimate backup, and as you guys know, it's on a fairly low cooldown. But our Ashe actually just walks kind of into him and flashes out, and is now kind of incapacitated, while we have to fend off the Baron because we have no more DPS, and we're just a little caught out ourselves. Was it a good call? It kind of was. I think it had to be played better, but it was definitely something we had to go for, because I think in my eyes this game would have been lost if we didn't go for it. And if we had Jace, it would definitely be, I think definitely 100% we should do Baron. Now what I want to do once the enemy team gets the Baron, I try and make a pick on Riven before the enemy team can collapse, because if you get a pick on someone when they have Baron, it's really good. You can hold them off 5v4 and they just have to stall out the game. Unfortunately, this pick on Riven doesn't really go in our favor. She has QSS, which fucks up Malzahar, and I'm on my way to trying to get out, but I actually do not get out because Jhin ulti is slowing me, plus they have too much gap closers and I'm not fast enough. Either way, if I didn't try and make a play, we would definitely lose like so many towers, and we can't defend them if they have a 5v5 straight up, even under tower, because Zac is actually really tanky. So we actually have to fight when they have a disadvantage, which is kind of looking out right now. And you can see I get a triple kill, which is nice. But I'd prefer it to be on someone with damage, because Hecarim can't really build more damage after he builds tank. So I just get more tankier, which is not that good. I wish I could build damage, but you can't do that. And yeah, right here, this Riven. The Riven doesn't know if they not get caught out, but I'm always trying to find a pick whenever the enemy team wants to do something. So that's why I hid in that bush to get a pick on Riven. But right here, it's actually a pretty good fight since it is a 4v5. But then I go a little too in. I'm actually taking a lot of damage, and now Talon actually flanks our back line and gets a really nice AoE wombo combo on our team, which Malzahar does die to. Our Ashe is actually still living, but it's hard to say if we should have fought that 4v5, which I think we should have. Of course, maybe I did go a little too ham and didn't back off to peel Talon, which is actually impossible for Hecarim without his ultimate, but yeah, there's no prep for the Talon, so we actually just die from the wombo combo, and that game ends in a very sad way. And again, couldn't trust my teammates, but I am happy with my performance. Well, at least in mid game and late game, not really the early game. I died a few times, but I didn't show it. Now the game you're watching right now, this is actually such a risky gank, and I also missed my cocoon, which she sidesteps, and now you probably can't really see the gank going on because of the text in the front, but this gank is so risky. I mean, I'm surprised Talon lived for as long as he did, and we actually get a kill on both of them. I actually have Thunderlords in this game because, again, I'm very greedy. I don't trust my teammates, and I don't want to fucking lose like that again. Also, I've gotten to the point where I can't trust my teammates, unless I actually know who they are. But most of the time, I can't really trust them because I have trust issues. I'm fucking sensitive. After what happened 2 games ago, you think I can trust my teammates after that? Fuck no, I had a mental breakdown after that one. So, son, I'm not fucking trusting anyone to carry my ass ever again. It's all gonna be me from now on. I know how to get ELO if I wanted to, aka play Soraka, easy wins. But I do want to increase my jungle skill. Screw being a support main, I can't do that. But anyways, look, I'm getting a lot of kills. I'm being really good. I have 100% kill participation. I didn't know that. But this gank is actually pretty easy. Ashe has arrow, so I can just walk down the lane and try and get a kill on someone. And you can see me and Ashe chain our CC onto the Caitlyn, and she actually flashes out. So I keep chasing into them. And my job right here is actually to tank the tower. I don't want to go too deep, but you know, I would have actually died if she didn't heal there. I looked at the number, and it was a 6 hit point difference between life and death. So she actually had to heal there, but I should have backed off a little bit sooner so she didn't have to use that summoner spell. Anyways, after we get bot lane tower, all we want to do is siege the mid lane. I don't know what this Lee Sin was doing. He just like straight up went into me and suicided because now he gets cocooned. Maokai does come in, but he has no one to come in to follow up on his initiation, and I'm on peel mode at the moment. I'm a little scared of Lissandra, but she actually has no ultimate at the moment because she used it on Talon, who went in, and I see this Soraka. I'm just waiting on my cooldown for my Q to come up, and when she comes a little bit too close, I can flash on her and get a triple kill on Lissandra because of good follow-up from Braum and Ashe. This next kill is pretty interesting. You can see I go into Caitlyn, and I even cocoon backwards because I think Lissandra's gonna peer, but she doesn't. Oops. I also want to explain one thing about my build, and that's going sorcerer shoes. Usually you see me going, you know, cooldown boots, but in this case, I have Thunderlords, I have a lot of magic damage, so I want to just try and carry this game. I do kind of. This Maokai is actually really tanky, and I was actually a little bit scared that someone might show up, but thankfully my team is causing pressure around the map, and basically this game is going to be over. Now in this next game, I see shit happening in the bot lane, and I'm like, ooh, a kill on Callista, I want that. But unfortunately, I did not know that this bush was warded, and I actually get counter ganked from the Nidalee. I could have actually flashed out from here, but I didn't think she would actually just kill me, and I thought my elastic band would actually get me out of there. Then Taric actually flames me after that death, and maybe we'll get into some Drama Alert Nation. I'm your host, Keller Keemstar. Well, actually I don't feel like it today, so we'll talk about this game instead. So I'm not really doing so hot, neither is my team. I actually just want to clear this wave so they don't actually get this tower. But now this is not looking too hot. I mean, I'm just getting Divin, I'm just getting like shit on. Luckily, Jinx is actually nearby, and she actually gets a kill on this Morgana. I didn't actually know that Jinx was around. But this was one of those plays which turned out very good because of luck, aka having lucky teammates. I didn't plan on this happening. In fact, I just planned on maybe killing Callista, but I didn't plan that Jinx would come up. Anyways, this team fight, watch what I do. This is 100% a non-confident play. I didn't think I would get such a good E and ultimate on the enemy team, And of course, killing the Morgana and Callista, if I hadn't landed that E, they would probably still be alive right now. And this team fight, well, actually, it's not really looking too good right now. You can see I'm in a blob form. But finally, Echo is here to the rescue all the way from bot lane, and I'm respawning from my cells. And I almost died, but I'm here. I was little bits away from dying, but yeah, that team fight, if I didn't land the E and R combo onto an enemy team's back line, we definitely would have lost this team fight, and I'm just like super happy that I did win this team fight with a sliver of health. And take note that we're actually behind in the team fight and at a disadvantage at the start because Echo wasn't here. But yeah, thankfully, Nidalee did fuck us in the early game, but Zac actually outscales better than her, and Nidalee kind of falls off, and yeah, Zac is more useful in the late game and mid game, so it does turn out well. And we are slowly coming back into this game. You can see this Jinx is actually getting caught up, but Taric ult, look, that Taric ult is actually very beautiful because it saves her from dying, and the enemy team tried to burst everything on her, but they're just caught out of position because we just collapse on them really fast, and they all die, and yeah. We already have Baron, so that's basically going to be game. Hey, I fucked up in the beginning, but I did my job in the mid game and late game, so again, I'm kind of happy for that. I'd say it's a B+ performance, but it's only a B because I did my job in the mid game and late game, and I carried that one team fight, but my early game performance was not the best. Anyways, in the next game, we play a Soraka game. Do you guys really want to watch a Soraka game? I think there's too much of that, so we'll get to the good part. And then we'll skip. Actually, this is the good part. This is where I fuck around with Syndra for a very long time until Kog'Maw comes and she finally gets a stun on me, but she does get her auto on me. And basically in this game, somehow our fucking Kog'Maw went like super he actually went legendary somehow. Mind you, this is AP Kog'Maw in the middle. I don't know what happened because I wasn't watching what happened in the middle, but he just got super fed, and I thought it was really stupid. But anyways, our team was super fed. I didn't really care, so I just suicided a bunch of times because I knew we were going to win anyways, so yeah, I just wanted to have some fun. In this next game, we play Hecarim, but I don't really show it because I fucked up on a recording and recorded a little bit later into the game, but basically in this game, I did a full clear on the blue side. Then I went to my red side and I saw Elise, who had much more health than I did and much more power. So I couldn't duel her, which led to the fact that she can take over my red side jungle, which leads to me being starved out because I usually do a full clear on Hecarim, but since she started in her red side jungle, I had nothing to farm. If I went to her blue buff, I'd probably be cut off and die. But this game, I was in a really rough spot. I actually fucking couldn't do anything because of the one move made by Elise. It's pretty depressing because I feel like I got out-jungled by someone who mains 80 carry and is at master 230 LP. But after this game, I looked at some of how the Korean Hecarim players play, and they don't do the full clear route I do. I saw Peanut on rocks do red, then wolves, then blue. Or maybe it was Wraiths, but either way, I think I have to clear up my jungle path for Hecarim and not do a full clear for him. And this is the game where I reconsidered some of my jungle paths I do in the early game, which is usually a one-side clearing gank or a full clear. But yeah, the only thing I blame was honestly the early game, because even though I didn't show it, the clear was a big thing, and it actually put me behind so much. Next up, I invade the Rek'Sai, but one thing I do forget is that we have a Talon 80 carry who is being pushed in by a Caitlyn, so I actually could not do this move, but it was a big mistake on my part for sure. Because the plan that was given to me by my, Talon 80 carry was I should gank bottom early, but since it didn't go good, I would actually be starved for quite a bit, because I did my red side jungle clear, and then I cheesed the bot lane, but then I can't be in my top side jungle, which doesn't give me a lot of farm. So I really want to do something aggressive in the Rek'Sai jungle, but it was definitely a risky situation. Anyways, this game is actually really good for us because the enemy team is all AD. Although we don't have an AD carry, we sure have split damage of magic and AD. So there is actually a chance of winning if we get to 40 minutes or so and everyone has armor and everyone's having a good time. And you can see these team fights are going pretty well for us, even though we have no towers, except one, and the enemy team has a bunch of towers. These team fights actually are pretty good. Like, you can even see I'm building a lot of armor, so the enemy team can't really do shit to me, especially if I have infinite Janna shields backing me up. And I skipped the whole Rally Crystal Scepter thing because I was a little behind, so I just wanted to build tanky and kind of be useful for my team. And you can see a team fight is happening with the enemy team having Baron buff, and it's like kind of going bad for us. You can kind of see that, but then it starts going good for us, and we can definitely win these team fights if played properly. We just have to be patient, we just have to solve the game, and we win the game. But I think the enemy team just like played it really badly, and we're still not in armored up shape or form. It's like 29 minutes and we're not like, we don't have enough gold compared to the other teams. So yeah, I don't know, it's still rather scary. And our whole team basically gets kind of ace. I mean, I don't die. My Vel'Koz, he dies, but we have nothing to defend in this base. There's honestly nothing we can do. And they eventually push and then they win. Anyways, this episode is pretty long, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, we'll be doing stuff. I'm not gonna say what kind of stuff, so you better look out for the episode on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. And if you guys did like this video, make sure to leave a like, and if you didn't, make sure to subscribe. Anyways, I am Pants Dragon, and I'll see you guys next time.